2015. First question. Acid rain is due to sulfur dioxide pollution. DNA fingerprinting is a technique used for the detection of disputed parentage. Credit-linked subsidy scheme, microfinance program, national manufacturing competitiveness program, cluster development program, all these programs are related to micro, small and medium enterprises. Spam in a system is a message distributed indiscriminately. All India Radio was named in 1936. It is governed by the Prasar Bharati Board. It does not provide DTH services. FM Rainbow and FM Gold are its subsidiary channels. The famous Giri approach in industrial relations in India espouses the cause of arbitration. A sinusoidal transverse wave traveling on a string, any point on the string moves in simple harmonic motion with the same angular frequency as that of the wave. The devices that work with computer systems as soon as they are connected are called as plug-and-play devices. Spreadsheet is a software application which is most appropriate for performing numerical and statistical calculations. GPS relies on satellites for transferring signals worldwide. "2G technology has two parts, CDMA and GSM. Chronological order is: First Battle of Panipat happened in 1526, French Revolution in 1787 to 1799, World War I from 1914 to 1919, Vietnam War from 1955 to 1975, First Gulf War from 1990 to 1991. Antiquarianism means relating to persons who study or deal in antiques. Stridhana means various types of movable property gifted to a woman on various occasions during her lifetime. On the woman's death, this wealth could be inherited by her husband and children. India has 29 states and 7 union territories. The wrong one about Western Ghats is: ONGC surveys have recently found huge oil reserves, and the right options are: it is included in World Heritage Site, hotspot, it has 2 reserves and 13 national parks. Ayodhya is situated at the bank of Sarayu River. Khilafat Committee accepted Mahatma's suggestion for a non-violent and non-cooperation protest against the government in its meeting at Allahabad. No India program is a program for Indian diaspora youth to promote awareness among them about different aspects of India. Special economic zones are developed to promote investment from domestic as well as from foreign sources. S stands for local, W stands for wide, and M stands for metropolitan. Cloud computing technology refers to a distributed computer architecture that provides software, infrastructures, and platforms just as required by applications or users. At nanoscale, physical as well as chemical properties change. Large Hadron Collider used in the CERN project is a particle accelerator located on the border between France and Switzerland. The method of communication in which transmission can take place in both directions but happens only in one direction at a time is called half duplex. A collection of programs that controls how the computer system runs and processes information is called operating system. SMPS stands for Switch Mode Power Supply. USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. Maternity Benefit Act 1961 provides for 12 weeks wages during the maternity period. Instruments of Social Securities are Employees Provident Fund, LIC, National Pension Scheme, Postal Provident Fund. In Atal Pension Yojana, beneficiary must be in the age of 18 to 14 years. Beneficiary will receive the pension only after he attains the age of 60 years. After the death of a beneficiary, his spouse continues to receive the pension. No nominee of the beneficiary is permitted. Sequence of developments is cotton boom in India, then civil war in America, and then decline in the export of Indian cotton. Difference between private and social insurance program. Adequacy versus equity, voluntary versus mandatory participation, contractual versus statutory rights, and funding. Unbalanced growth is hypothesized when active sectors need to and do energize sluggish sectors. According to National Telecom Policy, broadband for all with a minimum speed of 2 Mbps, India's rural density 39 to 70%, roaming charges shall be scrapped. One of the Millennium Development Goals fixed by UNO is halving extreme poverty and halting the spread of HIV/AIDS. The term carbon footprints means the amount of greenhouse gases produced by our day-to-day activities. Latest recipient of Bharat Ratna Award is Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Green Revolution in India was expeditiously feasible in zones of assured irrigation. Apartheid is a policy of racial segregation. Water mode of transportation has the highest elasticity. Expansionary monetary policy raises the level of income but lowers the rate of interest. The problem of rupee was the thesis of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Ganga's tributaries from west to east are Yamuna, Ghagra, Son, Gandak and Kosi. The Constitution is supreme. There is a clear division of powers between the Union and state governments. Amendments to the Constitution have to follow the prescribed procedure. When the government ownership in a public sector undertakings is diluted, it is called disinvestment. According to Right to Education Act, Right to Free and Compulsory Education 2009 provides for education to every child in the age group between 6 to 14 years. Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana. It is accident insurance cover. The insurance covers death and permanent disability due to accident. Gandhi Event Pact. According to it, suspension of the civil disobedience movement and release of political prisoners. Range is an absolute measure of dispersion. Social Security may provide cash benefits to Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. According to it, it is applicable to all adults above the age of 80 years. The life insurance amount is given to the family after the death of the subscriber. If the Prime Minister of India is a member of the Rajya Sabha, he will not be able to vote in his favor in the event of a no confidence motion. The Government of India Act 1935 formed the basic premise for developing the Indian Constitution. Malimat Committee looked at ways to reform the criminal justice system in India. Provident Fund Scheme. Money is inadequate for risks occurring in working life. Inflation erodes the real value of savings. Genetic engineering. To enable them to withstand drought, to increase the nutritive value of the produce, to enable them to grow and do photosynthesis in spaceships and space stations, to increase their shelf life. GNP, Gross National Product, goods and services produced by government, net income from abroad. Distribution theory, according to it, it describes the distribution of income between the owners of sector resources. Derived demand. It stems from the demand for the final product. free trade area, they abolish all restrictions imports from outside countries. Foreign Investment Promotion Board. To ensure expeditious clearance of proposals for foreign investment, to review periodically the implementation of the proposals cleared by the board, to undertake all other activities for promoting and facilitating FDI as considered necessary from time to time. Dear money, high rate of interest. Rangarajan Committee, according to it, the percentage of equity to be divested should be no more than 49% for industries explicitly reserved for the public sector, and it should be either 74 or 100% for others. Year-wise targets of disinvestment should be maintained. Parliament can make any law for whole or any part of India for implementing international treaties without the consent of any state. SPM stands for Suspended Particulate Matter. Under British rule, cotton, textile industry and jute industry flourish. Finance Commission, the distribution of money collected through taxes, evolve principles based on which funds are allotted among states. India is a founding member of the IMF. India's quota in the IMF is more than 4%. Finance Minister is represented ex officio member of the IMF. IMF conducts a regular review of India's economic status under Article 4th. Dr. S. Radhakrishnan was the ambassador to the Soviet Union before he became the Vice President of India. Thank you. Your kind feedback is welcome in comment section.